From the Washington Post, days after Simone Biles made her stunning withdrawal from the Olympics, Michael Che took to Instagram saying, I got like 3 months of Simone Biles jokes in my head. As the dorky kids say, I'm choosing violence. Che's Instagram story, which has since been deleted but was captured in screenshots posted to social media, they sparked immediate backlash from critics who wanted to vomit over the comedian's attempt to joke about Biles' sexual abuse and mental health. Che later claimed on Instagram that his account had been hacked. He said, can't believe they got me. Y'all know I only do jokes about whites and cops. It's all good now. I changed my password and everything. Che's manager did not immediately respond to a request for comments early Friday. Neither HBO Max, which airs his comedy series, nor NBC, which airs both the Olympics and SNL, responded to requests for comments. You can read the quote-unquote jokes yourself on the Washington Post. I choose to omit them from this podcast. Kathy Griffin has revealed that she has stage 1 lung cancer. She had surgery on Monday to have half her left lung removed. She tweeted, yes, I have lung cancer even though I've never smoked. I should be up and running around as usual in a month or less. I'm going to be fine. She urged people to get regular medical checkups, saying it'll save your life. The Laugh Button recapped the JFL Awards. Host Amber Ruffin noted the honorees for this year's ceremony, quote, dragged us through a pandemic into sanity. She liked the slate of awards, saying largely people in charge of what comedy will become. I have to say, I feel like comedy's in some good hands now, instead of the big white gropey hands it used to be in. Comedy Series of the Year went to Ted Lasso. Jason Sudeikis said the reason why this feels so nice is because it's from comedy lovers. Those of us that made the show love comedy that we were shaped by growing up. Comedy Writers of the Year, Kristen Wiig and Annie Mamulo, they accepted via a pre-tape video. They expressed appreciation for Apple computers, Epson printers, and the unspecified contributors to their tribute video, which was assembled after they recorded their speech. Breakout Star of the Year is Bowen Yang. He had an emotional reaction to express his appreciation for the honor, especially in light of, quote, having mocked the city of Montreal in a public forum. That was done out of his fondness and love for his time growing up there. He called out the excitement of getting to receive an award that had also been received from comics like his hot older sister in comedy, Ali Wong, and his ugly distant cousin, Hassan Minhaj, and his youth pastor, Nick Kroll. He drew attention to the emotions that come from being honored by a festival that he went to as a kid and got inspired to do comedy. Comedy Performance of the Year went to Gene Smart. Gene was tremendously gracious to the full team that lifted up that performance, thanking the cast, crew, and team at HBO for bringing her role to the slate and out into the world, saying, I just feel so fortunate to be surrounded by people who are so kind to me in every way. Comedy Person of the Year, Dave Chappelle. Dave had accepted his award earlier in the year, saying, the Montreal Festival opened doors for me in 1991 that I couldn't imagine. The treasures inside of that door were the best friendships that I've ever made. I can't believe I get to live this life. If you want to watch these shows, there's a whole bunch up on hahaha.com, which will load as a French site. Since you're listening to me, you probably speak English. Click the English version. Unless you're fluent in French, do whatever you want. Or it's on the Just for Laughs YouTube channel. I know I'm hoping to catch some free time this week to catch up on all the Just for Laughs shows. I've been driving up and down the coast for soccer with my kid. Plus, Xbox released Flight Simulator. Have you played Flight Simulator yet? It's addicting, so I got to find some time to watch the Just for Laughs YouTube channel, but you should. Today's Daily Comedy News is brought to you by Travel is Back podcast. That is my casual travel podcast where I tell you about some places that I've been and what I like to do when I go there. Travel is Back wherever you get your shows. Speaking of Dave Chappelle, he just announced 4 shows for Michigan next week. He'll be at the Fillmore in downtown Detroit on August 10th. He'll do 2 shows that night and then 1 show on Wednesday and Thursday. He last performed in Detroit at that same venue in 2019. All 4 shows are for audience members 18 and older. You have to take a rapid COVID test. No cell phones, which is such a pain in the neck. Cameras or recording devices will be allowed to show. If you bring your cell phone or smartwatch inside with you, they will be secured in yonder pouches, which will be unlocked at the end of the show. Such a pain in the neck. Almost makes you want to not go see Dave Chappelle. I get it, Dave, but it's annoying. Jesus and Mero were on their show Sunday night. They were getting in on this thing where McDonald's does celebrity custom menus. Jesus suggested chicken nuggets on a pile of fries, ketchup on top of the bun. These aren't really concoctions. These are just things that are going to get you tweeted about after date. Fellas, if she's putting ketchup on top of a Big Mac bun, run. If they had their own choice to make their own custom meal, Miro would do a Big Mac with chicken patties instead of burgers. That sounds really good. Jesus went for filet o' fishes as the buns, 6 burger patties inside, 5 pieces of cheese, and mad pickles. That sounds awful. It is the most upsetting surf and turf you've ever had. And from the New York Times, Tracy writes, my husband listens to podcasts at 3 times speed when he's working. Anytime I accidentally hear what he's hearing, it's shocking. He thinks it's fine, but he seems pretty stressed. I think he's warping his brain. Personally, I listen to 2.3 speed. Now, I am a professional podcaster, not just this, but that's how I make money. I work in the podcast industry, and I listen to podcasts all day. I'm at 2.3. Every now and then there is a podcast where somebody speaks slowly, and I listen at 2.5. The Times wrote back, oh, and I forgot to mention, John Hodgman was fielding this question for the Times. I forgot to do that at the lead. Sorry there. John Hodgman in the New York Times writes back, I've never heard of 3 times speed. My own podcast player only goes to 2x, so I can't imagine the horrible rat-a-tat word wine he's pushing into his ears. Podcasts are intimate on late shifts and long drives. It's spending time with friends. Why would your husband want to make his friends talk like malfunctioning robots? Robots who can only be understood by another robot, a being finally free from all human stress, anxiety, and feeling. I'll jump in there because my phone is full and I have to listen to like 15 hours of stuff a day. Hodgman said, oh, wait, now I'm starting to get it. Anyway, they're his robot ears to abuse as he likes. While I agree that normal speed is the best way to listen, no, it's not. I will say that at half speed, all the people sound drunk, and it's hilarious. That is true. I personally recommend you listen to Daily Comedy News at 1.6. That is my setting when I listen back to the show in the morning to make sure I didn't blow an edit. 1.6 for your Daily Comedy News, which has ended for today. Not a lot going on. That's it. Follow the show on Spotify, Apple, Google. You know the deal. See you tomorrow.